to solving problems that involve rates. So we're on example 1, and some of the important conversions we need for this example is we need gallons to liters. So 1 US gallon is equal to 3.79 liters. And at this time in the textbook, $1 US was equal to $1.02 Canadian. Okay, the conversion rate is much worse than that now, but since the example in the textbook follows that conversion rate, that's the one I would follow at the moment. So the question says, Jeff lives in a town near Canada-US border. The gas tank of his truck holds about 90 liters. He could either buy gas in town at $1.06 per liter or travel across the border and fill up for $2.86 American dollars per gallon. So since his truck is in liters already, we might as well change everything so that it's in liters. So we'll get rid of this gallons. So remember, 1 US gallon is 3.79 liters. So 286 US dollars. We could switch that gallon for 3.79 liters. Okay, and if we want to find the unit rate of that, we take the money amount, 2.86, and we would divide it by 3.79. That would leave us with 76 cents per liter. And this is still in US dollars. Okay? So we have this as 76 in US dollars. We're talking this in Canadian dollars. So we know his truck holds 90 liters. So we'll just do the Canadian one right now. So in Canada, it's $1.06 per liter, and he needs 90 liters. So that is going to cost him $95.40 Canadian. In the States, USA, it is 76 cents per liter, and he still needs 90 liters. And that gets us to $67.92, and we're in American dollars. So remember, 1 US dollar is equal to 1.02 Canadian dollars. So we need to times this amount by 1.02 to find out what that money amount is in Canadian dollars. So when we do that, we get 69.28. So his fill up in Canada is $95.40. His fill up in the States, still talking Canadian dollars, is $69.28. So it's best if he drives over the American border because it will save him approximately $26 every fill up. Okay, so if we move along to example 2, example 2 says, describe a situation in which each unit rate might be used. Identify and explain factors that influence the unit rate in this situation. So if we look at this, 0.05 milligrams per kilogram. When I hear something like that, that is an amount per kilogram, so per weight of an object. So I would think this would be some sort of medicine, because you would give a certain amount per kilogram that the person weighed. For this example, 98.5 cents per liter, that sounds like a gas question. Like, it will cost you 98.5 cents for every liter that you fill up your vehicle. And this one, 7.2 megabytes per second, is a computer type question. And it would be based on your internet of 180 people. She decides to order dessert squares, which come in boxes of 24. She estimates that she will need 2.5 squares per person. So some people are going to eat 2 squares, some people are going to eat 3. So she's averaging that each person will have about 2.5 squares of dessert. How many boxes should she buy? So we know there's 180 people going, and we know that each box holds 24 snacks. So we look at 2.5 snacks per person, and there is 180 people going. So that means they will need snacks for 2.5 times 18. They're going to need snacks for approximately 450. Okay, so out of the 2.5 snacks per 180 people, they're going to need 450 of these squares. Okay, and we know that 24 of them come in a box. So if we go 450 divided by the 24 per box, we should be able to find out how many boxes we need. And that gets us 18.75. And since you can't buy partial boxes, you're going to buy 19 boxes of dessert. Okay, and our final example 4. Amelia walks briskly at 6 kilometers per hour. When she walks at this rate for 2 hours, she burns 454 calories. So if we go 454 calories divided by 2, that means she's burning approximately 227 calories per hour. Okay, so this is Amelia. Bruce walks at a slower rate. He walks at 4 kilometers per hour, burning 62 calories in 30 minutes. So for his rate, if he burns 62 calories in 30 minutes, that's half of an hour. So if you times this by 2, that means he is burning 124 calories every hour. Okay, so this was Bruce. If Amelia walks for 3 hours, how much longer will Bruce have to walk in order to burn the same amount of calories? So if she walks for 3 hours, I times this amount by 3, that means she is burning 681 calories. And we know he burns 124 calories per hour. So if we divide how many calories he burns per hour, that will leave us with how many hours he has to walk or run. So 681 divided by 124 leaves us with 5.49 hours. So Bruce will be walking 5.5 hours in order to burn the same amount of calories as Amelia